Next, we have a question that's coming through email again from Mangalavali Ramamurthy. Now, her mother-in-law owns property at Rajarajeswari Nagar in Bengaluru and intends to sell the same. Now, the site measures 2,620 square feet and already has a 3 BHK house constructed on it 20 years ago. Now, she wants to know if this is the right time to sell. It is earlier on rent, but from the past 1 year, it has been lying empty. What is the market rate in Rajarajeswari Nagar? This locality is closer to the Hillview School.
Right. So, this particular market has been a traditional layout, residential layout hub, and it has primarily focused on mid-end developments since it grew. Most of these were developed by the Bangalore Development Authority, all BDA layouts for the most part. Land prices in this particular micro market range between 4,500 to about 6,500 a square foot, and they are quite close to two slightly upmarket neighborhoods like Nagarbhavi and Banashankari, where the land prices, of course, are significantly higher. However, it must be noted that at this particular time, with demonetization as well as the nature of the market, land and plot transactions in this micro market are typically in the secondary segment. The BDA is not developing anything here anymore. I would suggest you hold on to this particular asset. Do a wait and watch policy. Now is not the right time, perhaps, to enter the market, given how how it is likely to get pressure from potential buyers.
Right. So, we've already discussed, we've already seen two questions, and more or less all of them are asking you the same question. Everybody wants to know what will be the impact that demonetization will have on the real estate sector. We've seen, like you just pointed out, resale prices are probably going to be under pressure. Land, like you said, is also something that will come under pressure. What are the other segments of the market? Which are the other segments where you see some pressure on prices?
So obviously, under construction projects, anywhere you have an investor, whether it's, and investors typically are in the early life cycle to mid life cycle of a project, there's always pressure there. Retail investors who've bought with the potential thought process of potentially exiting at a given point in time or the other, typically for the capital appreciation, usually exit towards the end of a residential project life cycle. So there's an opportunity there to get a completed project if you're an end buyer from an investor. So it's always better to buy a completed project or something close to completion, for somebody who's looking to live there soon. As another investor, if you have deep pockets, actually now is a great time to get into the market, right? We expect that in the medium term, and that's the next approximately 12 to 18 odd months, there will be a number of opportunities available across the board, and that includes micro markets, major micro markets across India.
No, but typically, which are the segments that you see will be impacted now? Like you said, investor-driven segments. So, do you see pressure on luxury property prices, for instance?
More so on the mid-end projects than anything else. So, mid-end and moving up into the early luxury segment. The premium segment, which is higher up than the luxury segment, operates to a completely different set of rules. Not too many investors there. Affordable segment, again, it's end-user driven. So, really, it's the mid-end segment to the early luxury segment that you should be playing in, subject to your city, because the values vary across cities.
Right. So, if you were to take a ballpark figure, like you just said, values vary across cities, but say something between 50 over, say, a crore in most other cities and 1.5 crore plus in Mumbai and the MMR region. Would that be fair?
I'd say, yeah, a little lower if possible would be better, because your appreciation obviously is better. Cities like Pune, for example, maybe you should get in at the 40 to 50 lakh rupee value bracket, because that's the bracket facing the most amount of pressure. So you can get a 60 lakh rupee unit today for as little about 10 lakh rupee discount out there right off the bat.
10 lakh rupee discount on a 60 lakh rupee unit. That actually should sound like music to most home buyers at the moment.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at magicbricksnow. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.